let's get after it. Wenches of Waydora, Season 5. Last session was Episode 2. Unchained is what I called it. Not
I
week.
called it Pinkies Out.
It was way longer than last week.
Yeah, I called it Pinkies Out, just so you know.
Alright.
That was the right name of that episode.
Fair enough. When last we winched, there was an interrogator interrogating Anya. This thin, decrepit woman had her basically grappled as we started the last session, grappling with the sunblade that Anya bound to herself and kind of teleported it back to her hand. They grappled for a little bit. She threatened Anya and said, drop it now or your father dies. Anya basically called her bluff, ignited the sunblade through her mouth, and she fell over dead. After...
I used my tattoo to grapple. You forgot that.
You what? You tattoo, that's correct.
I used my tattoo.
Yes, it's part of the whole thing. At which point she tried to break free, failed a couple times, but was eventually able to cut through the chains. Now unbound and naked with nothing but a sunblade and a toe ring and a dream in the crucible that she was in. She tries to find
Hell yeah!
She starts kind of communicating through the group with toe rings as she's taking the armor off. This light leather armor, by the way, for statistics purposes of Charlotte. Light leather armor off this creature and donning it on herself. She's relaying all this information to the wenches, which is good because the wenches need to gather as much information as they can about this layer of the abyss for them to teleport as precisely and accurately as possible. So switching over to the wenches, the rest of the wenches, I should say, you guys spent the night on the beach after kind of discussing where to next. Valdrick kind of had a pensive moment looking out across the azure sea, thinking about her religion. You know, does she stay a follower of the Saz Father? Does she move on, do something else? And kind of almost as if in response, a little thunderstorm rolled through way off in the distance of the azure sea. You guys rested. The Demon Brothers rested on Cabris' ship called Vengeance. And in the morning, you guys all met up, and you were awoken to Tiernan up in your face, ready to go, ready to find Anya. To which point, Valdrick said to go find Xander Xerxes. Tiernan was like, all right, and just up and left to go find Xander Xerxes. Anya at this point sent a message about this lady said they have Ure. Can you check on Ure? Valdrick sent a sending message to Ure. Ure was like, who is this? I'm at Jagmeister. And Valdrick was like, good enough for me. He's safe. And at which point did the Pinkies, grabbed Pinkies in a circle, and all of you used the Amulet of the Plains thanks to Calliope's attunement and teleported as accurately as possible to one of the 666 layers of the Abyss, precisely the 113th, as Anya's interrogator spilled to her. And that is where we pick up. The wenches end up in the spoil fields of the Carrion region of
Sounds disgusting.
whatever layer this is. To kind of give you a recap here, let's see, switching gears. To give you a recap, the grounds are a wasteland of bodies, of fiends, celestials, anything you can imagine of some sort of crazy otherworldly warfare. Some of these bodies are kind of coming back to life, kind of just more reanimating than actually coming back to life. Their bodies are decayed, skin drooping off, and they're kind of mindlessly walking around, ignoring you. The skies are red. There were some necrotic thunderstorms kind of rolling through, and you can just kind of hear just this moaning and screaming of terror, just this chorus in the background as you land. And in the distance, there was a tall tower with kind of vines, necrotic vines snaking up the sides of it and seemingly moving slowly. But we're going to start this session with Anya.
Disgusting.
Anya, real quick, as a point of order, you have 2 levels of exhaustion. Are you at -2 or -3?
I think I missed twice.
Okay, we'll say -2 then. You have the Sunblade in your possession. You have the toe ring, and you have finally donned the light armor. It's a tight fit, as this person was not as muscular as you, but it kind of gets the job done. And you're trying to find a way out. Easily enough, there's just a doorway, but as you're kind of walking around gathering your stuff, putting this armor on, these creatures that make up the floor and the ceiling, these like old decayed souls, start shifting, and you can kind of feel this like negative energy as you take that 20 minutes to take off her armor, put it on you. They're just getting more and more restless as the walls almost seem to be moving in like a hive, getting restless and disturbed that you are here, and now start grabbing at your ankles. Even the ceiling
Sorry, go ahead.
even the ceiling is starting to kind of reach down and grab at you. You said you want a misty step to where?
Just outside the doorway.
Just outside the doorway. Okay. It is a doorway. There's no door. It's just a doorway, and it's just utter blackness. So you just want to misty step into the blackness?
Not.
Okay. Before you do so, I actually need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I burn that? You said wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 26.
Okay. You kind of hear this faint buzzing in your head, not in your ears, but in your head, and kind of shake it loose before you cast Misty Step. You avoid whatever effect this had, and as you're Misty Stepping, focusing on the doorway, there's like a green kind of like fungus growing over the doorway, and you Misty Step out into the blackness, and immediately your stomach drops as if dropping from the height of a high hill in a roller coaster, and you start falling. You're falling and falling and falling. There's nothing around you. You kind of see just smoke and mist. You now smell like rotting flesh as you're falling. You hear faint whispers, moans, screams from the distance, all as you're falling down. And it's a weird sensation because the wind is hitting your face. You eventually land on this kind of soft-ish landing. You fell for about 30 feet. So you're gonna take some fall damage. It's gonna be 13 bludgeoning. As you fall, you kind of get up and you look around and you hear and it's a dimly lit area, but you are able to make out a couple figures around you. It's still kind of a circular area. It's maybe 50 feet in diameter. There's still kind of that white noise around you of the screaming and the rocking, so doesn't seem anyone heard or is paying attention to your landing, but there's figures all around you.
Are they like moving? Is it like humanoid? Are they alive? Is it statues? Is it dead bodies? What is it?
They are
What
moving,
is it?
kind humanoid in nature. As you're kind of shaking off the fuzziness of the fall, you can now see that these creatures are like hunched back. These green, maybe like 5-6 foot tall entities with like kind of spikes and like black obsidian dots on their back, kind of hunchback. They have these long black horns coming out of their heads, really long pointed ears, and they have like the inverted legs, kind of like a fawn, like Mr. Tumnus with the inverted legs, and they have a long green tail, and they're kind of rummaging through something, kind of throwing stuff over their shoulder. You see two of them fighting over something. Looks like there's like a war hammer that two of them are kind of slaps the other one. It is your
Hey,
stuff.
ugly! That's my stuff! I'm gonna ignite the sunblade.
Okay, they turn around and now they're all startled. You see one of them, as you're taking a look around at these creatures, they're caught in the act of rummaging through your stuff. One of them was pouring out your oil of slipperiness, just at watching it go onto the ground. One of them is like haphazardly wearing one of your set of common clothes. There's one of them on their back dead, and you see next to it your empty flask of holy water. One of them is tangled in fish nets, and then one of them has your deck of illusions. And
No!
it pulls one. This is all happening simultaneously.
Nox respawns.
It pulls
Best
one,
case scenario.
and from the ground a decrepit looking lich with this purple crown, long flowing red robes floating in space. The robes kind of taper off at the end. It's got this staff with these skeletal hand wrapped around it. Yeah, it kind of looks around, and all these creatures are like kind of like bowing to it, and they start kind of walking now towards you.
I'm fighting.
Okay.
He said I'm fucking swinging.
How far away are they?
It's a 50-foot diameter room, so there's about 8 of them, and I mean they're all probably within a decent distance from you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
When
the
last we
rest-
wenched.
when last we wenched, the rest of the party. What are you guys doing as you are standing in the spoil fields?
So we can see the tower in the distance?
You can.
Is that what was supposed to be going?
I mean, it's the only thing they see, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Diamor and Cabe.
Diamor and Cabe share a nod, and this is the plane of torture.
Ooh.
We must move quickly. There's not
Smells
much to
disgusting.
it. It is horrid. Horrid.
God awful. I would like to, as we start moving in that direction quickly, I'm assuming we're hustling. I trying to see if there's like a spell that I can use. I'm wanting to amplify my voice as much as possible, to shout out to the tower to try to see if I can get Anya to hear me.
Okay. What is the amplify spell that you're using?
I'm looking right now. Huh? Is Thaumaturgy the one that does that?
I think so.
Because Unearthly Curse would cause damage, and I don't want to do that.
I think I can look it up real quick.
By the way, your surroundings, everything just kind of looks like a constant state of decay. Even these vines that are wrapping around this tower just seem like it's suffocating it, and the tower itself, you feel, is just like this inanimate structure is being tortured. It's life force out of it.
While we're moving, I'm gonna use my magic tattoo and to cast mage armor on myself.
You're so smart. Yeah, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make it so my voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute.
Okay. What do you say?
Anya, we're here and we're coming for you!
As you shout that, you start running. The necrotic clouds are rolling in, and as you're kind of traversing these plains, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws, except for Anya.
How many? Just like 1?
Yep. Well, all of you make 1 dexterity saving throw, yeah.
That's 16.
22.
Okay. Lightning starts to strike around you, but it is like not regular lightning. This lightning is much like, looking at the dark saber from the Mandalorian. It's like a black interior with glowing white edges, scattering all around you and kind of lingering a little bit longer than a normal bolt of lightning would before dissipating, and you all seem to be able to avoid this first wave as you're running. And Valdric, you shout this, and almost as in response, the tower recoils. You hear it kind of lurch, and you hear this echoing groan coming from the tower's direction. Ish. You get a little bit closer, you make 30 more feet. And you hear whips cracking. More lightning crackling around you. And you realize it's not the tower making these sounds. Back to Anya.
No!
What did you roll for initiative? What did you roll?
21.
21. Okay. All right. You go first in initiative. There are 8 creatures around you. Some of them have your weapons and clothing and armor and potions and silly things. There's also a lich spawned from your deck of illusions.
It's just an illusion, right? I can't actually.
As far as you know, but he looks very real and very scary.
I'm gonna ignore the lich. I'm gonna go for the closest ugly.
Closest ugly. Okay.
I don't know what it is. They're all ugly. I hate them. They have my stuff.
They were playing in your stuff!
Play with all my stuff. Chris, do you have a picture?
And
of my...
waste some of it.
Yeah.
My oil of slipperiness.
And your holy water.
Our lube!
Do you have a picture, you said? Of what?
Did you take a picture of my character sheet?
No, I stole it, and then I gave it back.
As soon as you said Warhammer right now.
Yeah. Yep. Gotcha. Okay, so you win initiative. Go ahead and make an attack.
Let's see. A 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. 15 damage. All right.
Yeah, are they undead?
They are not undead.
Okay. Darn.
Okay. You roll up on this first one, and you kind of look at it in the eyes for the first time, and it's just two black ovals for eyes, kind of just like your average like typical alien picture. It has a kind of just tall mouth with sharp teeth on top and bottom rows. It's kind of got claws for hands, and it's got like a white underbelly. Kind of looks almost like a frog. Its underbelly, but it does stand on its hind legs as it goes to slash at you, and you just slice right through it, and it falls dead right there. Done.
Gonna find the next moron.
All right. You kind of do a little flourish with your sunblade, and you go to stab the second one. Go ahead and make an attack.
I rolled a 17, so I know that'll hit, right?
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage. We'll do theater of the mind for this battle, by the way.
Okay. 12.
12 damage. Again, that one. And it falls down, dead.
Okay, gonna do my third attack.
Okay.
12 plus 24.
That'll hit.
12 again. Damage.
12 damage. This one comes from behind you, and you kind of hear it squeal as it goes to swipe at you. And you quick duck, it slashes, and you come up, cut its head off. 3 down.
I'm gonna action surge. Protect.
Alright. Go ahead and action surge.
30 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
That one you slice off its legs and put a hole through its heart.
I'm picturing this scene in The Witcher where he's like in the town and he's just.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Is this-
I was thinking like a Batman video game where they're just all up on you and you're spinning from dude to dude.
Is this our first round of combat for season 5?
I think it is. Yeah, yeah. We almost got there with the interrogator, but you know things happened. People died. What was your 5th attack roll?
5th attack is 26.
Yep, that'll hit. Roll damage.
18 damage again.
Okay. And then you got one more attack for your action surge.
Did I kill that one?
Yes, sorry. That one, you just slice right through the abdomen. You kind of throw it behind you, and revealing another one behind it coming at you. Go ahead and make a 6 attack roll if you would like.
23.
Yep.
18 damage again.
Yeah. That one, you flip the other one over your shoulder, and kind of, as you kind of flip the hilt around in your sunblade, stab this one through the face, and bring it out as that one falls down. 6 dead closets are what these creatures are called, all laying around you. There are 2 left that will make an attack on you. The one who summoned the illusion of the lich, as it was killed, the lich kind of just evaporates into mist, and it was your own item, and you knew that it wasn't an illusion all the while. But these 2 guys are going to make attacks against you. Ooh. Oh, they do get advantage because they're both flanking. So one's behind you, one's in front of you. We'll take that. And with your armor, do you have your new armor class without your bronze dragon
It's a
armor?
16.
It's a what?
16.
16. All right. All right. So that first one's going to be a 22 to hit. Let's see here. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Remember, you can cast shield, Charlotte, if you want to. That first one, it won't work, but
A dirty 20.
Okay. You feel the poison seeping into your
Oh wait,
wound.
was that a saving throw against poison?
Yes.
I have advantage on those.
Okay. Well, either way, it's a save. You're able to kind of brush it off. But you do take 5 piercing from the scratch. Does it only get 1 attack? Dang, it sucks. Alright. The second one behind it is going to make an attack against you for a 21 to hit. And another con save for me, please. You get advantage on it.
Let's see. 18.
Okay, that saves as well. As the claws find a weak spot in this newfound leather armor that you have on, but doesn't scratch deep enough for the poison to take effect. You will still take 6 piercing from the attack. And it's the top of the order. So second round, Anya, you got 2 closets scratching at you.
Put on the first one.
All right.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay.
They're very weak creatures.
13 damage.
Okay. You slice clean through that one's abdomen, spilling out its yellow blood, and you go spin around and do a little flourish. Just try to stab the other one, I'm assuming. Go ahead and make your second attack.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alright, go ahead and roll damage. That'll hit.
16.
16 will also kill it as you stab it behind you, and you're on one knee, looking like a hero pose. You do a little flourish and turn the blade off for special effect if you want. But yeah, the threat is gone. It takes 12, not even 12 seconds for Anya to completely wash through a swarm of closet demons who have been rummaging through her stuff. This room that you're in is similar to the one that you fell out of, but just has stone walls instead of like souls coming at you. They seem fleshy though. Everything about this room seems fleshy. The floor, the moaning seems humanoid, and now you kind of feel underneath you rumbles, and the walls seem to kind of be wavering as you hear this booming voice of Valdrick. I forget what she said, but you can repeat it if you want, Valdrick.
We're coming on, no. We're on our way to you.
Yeah, and at that point, as you kill the last closet, the walls around you kind of lurch, and everything is just like rumbling, and it feels, you start seeing rocks land beside you.
Say through my. You know we have toe rings, right?
I just wanted to make sure you could hear me. I wanted to make sure we were close.
I'm gonna try to gather up all my stuff.
Okay.
As quickly as we can.
Back
All right.
up, Mama's coming. We're coming to get you.
Valdrick and the party outside, this tower is starting to cave in on itself. You start to see the top part kind of crack, and bits of dust and actual blood starts to kind of seep out of the tower itself, out of the outside, and some of the bigger rocks or some of the bigger stonework on top of this tower starts to fall around you. I need you all to make another dexterity saving throw as these necrotic storm clouds are continuing to roll in. You're trying to avoid
We love that.
Little storm.
the necrotic bolts. Yep.
What did she say?
I got a 12.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
What was it?
Oh.
What were you rolling?
A
Dexterity.
14.
Okay. Solara and Valdrick, you both take 13 necrotic damage. Valdrick, you've informed me that you have resistance, so it's reduced to 6 for you. As two bolts of necrotic, you kind of seize up for a second as this wave of cold, burning, cold energy goes through you, and just kind of giving you tunnel vision for a second, stunning you to the spot until it goes away and dissipates. You continue running, the demon boys flanking behind you, and as you get closer to this tower, you see a door. It's kind of just not really so much as a door as it is like a barred gate. It's just metal or iron bars closing off from the inside, and you hear the screeches of the closets as they're falling one by one within the bars as you guys are getting closer. And you see a beam of radiant light kind of swatting back and forth behind
What's going on in there?
behind the bars.
Like, we can vaguely guess if that's Anya.
You could.
For sure killing everything in there.
What is that?
But as you get close, you hear another crack of the whip. And
Uh-oh.
on the tower that's kind of crumbling to the ground, you see this orange, fiery whip wrap around the tower, and it gets thrust behind it. Half the tower completely gets gone, thrown into this black distance.
Balrog!
From behind this tower emerges this giant Balrog-looking creature, and I'll throw.
I wasn't being serious.
Let's get
actual
Anya and then literally dip out
Balrog
immediately.
looking creature has a fiery whip in one hand. Fiery whip in one hand, and its other hand, a sword that's completely just looks like a lightning bolt as it lets out, emerging seemingly from this darkness behind you. It's got two really sharp horns that point out to the sides, massive wings that are bigger than it itself. It's just this red-looking bull-like creature. Shin guards that have like skulls for the kneecaps, spiked shin guards, and just this really massive red muscular being. And as it opens its mouth, you just see like a fiery throat as it shrieks at you all. Anya, the roof is ripped off as you're scattering, rummaging for your stuff. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see how good you are at scooping your stuff.
My crap. Because you had to be dramatic.
I'm sorry!
To be fair, I feel like this is going to happen with or without Baldrick.
So true.
17.
You just let him write to us, though.
17? Okay. You feel like you gathered most of your stuff. Yeah. Feel like you gathered most
Push
of your
comes to
stuff.
shove, we have dragon scales, we'll make you new armor.
I mean, realistically, I do have a bag of holding. So I would think that most things, like I'm not like carrying a whole bunch of stuff. I would just be shoving it back in the.
Yeah. Your bag of holding was laid empty, and one of them was kind of shaking it as just thing after thing was falling out, and they were all kind of scavenging on the floor, going through your stuff.
I think Baldrick and Solara held most of that most of the stuff though, because you just got your bag.
You should note, Charlotte, your flask of holy water is empty. So the flask still exists, but the holy water is dumped out and consumed by a very dead closet.
I can bless some water.
You have one less oil of slipperiness because one of them dumped it out. The one with the that was
is what it says. So is the whole thing gone, or do I just now have 2 ounces?
3. I thought you had 3 vials, 3 ounces.
Yeah, 3 ounces.
Yeah, I would say it's all gone. It's all gone. It was only 3 ounces, as they were just kind of coating the ground with it. Yeah. Your set of common clothes is now tattered and shredded by you slicing through one of them.
I love the thought that your common clothes are just fishnets.
Yep.
No, I do
I
have.
thought
fish
those
nets
were 2
and
separate
actual
things.
nets. They are.
Which
There was.
why does Anya have fishnets?
When you guys went to the Northland
No,
fishery,
like an
maybe.
actual fish net.
Yeah.
Not fishnet stocking, like an actual
Yeah.
fishing net.
That's also tattered and ruined.
I
from
know
the
what I'm
assemblage.
envisioning. Don't you worry.
The
I was
AI
like,
is
that's a
generating
weird
itself
thing.
right now.
AI heard you loud and clear.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a weird thing to specify, Chris.
Her
Yeah.
fishnets. Okay,
Did I
slay.
lose my fishing? Oh, it says I have fishing nets.
Yes. Fishnets, got it.
So
I need everyone to roll initiative, including the demon boys.
gosh, Baldric.
I don't think this is my fault, and also that's what Valdric would have done.
We were hearing, I thought, the whipping before
Yeah,
Baldric
the something of the
screeched.
thing was before I screeched. I might have led him to us, but he was definitely going to the tower.
Well, we could have still escaped, and I could have
Okay.
Well,
probably
we
gotten.
still
You're
could.
right. I'm sorry, Valdric.
Just
won't
saying,
see.
in theory, couldn't we all just join Pinkies really quick and zoop out, you know?
Yeah, we just need her pinky.
Or worst case, I'll just use my word of recall just to go back to our house. I'll just leave you guys.
Dang.
Wow.
Dang.
Smart, but I can see where
Worst
this is going.
case, I leave you guys.
Lol.
Um,
Worst case, we all die.
Whatever you
and
guys wanna
we
do.
Respawn.
Okay, wait,
Well,
come
so Solara got a 6, Capers got a 7.
okay.
Diamore got a 17. Valdric got a 19.
I got 13.
I got a 20.
I'm so glad I used mage armor.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna use my action surge already.
It's okay, you're with us. I can haste you if you get close enough.
Okay. All right. Just getting a little brief synopsis on my creature. This, by the way, I wrote this theme for a major villain that's Charlotte, our other campaign that you guys are chasing after. So
Is this Gulthias?
we're gonna.
Oh, I
roll-
should.
yeah, this is Golthias. Yeah. Because of the organ, it's very vampire-y. Okay. Top of the order, we have none other than Anya. Anya, what do you want to do? You don't have your armor. It would take you 10 minutes to don it, so you're still rocking the light leather.
Okay, so you said there's bars. Have I seen the wenches? Have I seen them?
At this point, yes. So the sky opens up above you as the rocks are ripped. The tower's basically ripped off. It does leave behind a lot of falling rocks. So before we start, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
So that's a 10.
Yeah. All right. 3 major rocks come tumbling down, and before we even start, you take 10 bludgeoning as some of them kind of clang off your shoulder. You expect it to just bounce off because that's what you're used to with your armor, but this light leather does not do the trick, and this one hurts. But only 10 bludgeoning, and it's top of the order. You are it. So, action surge burned. What do you want to do?
Did I see the wenches? Yes, you said.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got distracted with the thing. Sky opens up. It's red. You see the wenches. The walls around you are now probably like 10 feet tall and crumbling in on you. And then there's still the bars that are separating you and your now arriving friends, as you do see your friends probably 50 feet in the distance.
I'm gonna take my action.
Hello, it's me, the battle cam. Bonk.
Imagine it was Kyle.
I know. I was.
So, like, y'all gotta call him a liar now, right?
Yeah, Kyle the Lyle.
He said he was gonna be here.
Okay. Yeah, he did. He really did. Anya, you are here. This is the tower. Let me move my microphone so that whenever I turn, it still picks it up. Okay. This is the tower. It's got like the snake vining, necrotic stuff. You guys would probably be running. This is Diamor. This orange guy is Diamor flanking. This little shadow daddy is Cabris. And I would say over here is this Baylor. Is about this size. I don't have a mini, so you get a black circle. That's it. But these colored out parts are just depths of nothing, like just voids. You realize you're maybe on a floating island. You're on some sort of like floating mountain. You're not really sure, but the edges are just bleak blackness that go on for nothing into the abyss. So.
Including that like random street in front of me.
These are kind of like. This is a very quickly, hastily drawn map. These are kind of just like decrepit-looking stalagmites, and then there's a rock, and then this is the door, and the door should be barred.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attempt to. Where's that? Oh, that circle.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah, you only hear him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, considering that earlier, my sunblade cut through the cauldron thing that I was in, I'm gonna attempt to do the same thing with the bars.
Okay.
I hope that it's made of the same material.
All right. Go ahead and. I would say you don't even have to make an attack. You try it, you slice the top row, and using one of your attacks, you slice clean through the top row as it leaves behind the red of the broken bars. So you could use a second attack to finish it off. Alright, so you go to the bottom, finish it off, the bars ting, 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 all at once fall over, and you are out.
As far as I can.
Towards the Balrog-looking creature? Or where do you want to move?
No, because I don't think I'm gonna go towards the wenches.
Okay.
Did you guys say we should planar shift away through the toe rings?
Is that our plan?
You know, we have to all be touching for if we're gonna teleport, right? So we
Yeah,
kind of
we'll
have
have
to
to stay
decide,
together.
like, right now, like, is she gonna run to us? We link up and dip out, or do we want a Wenches style go for it? I guess let's have a conversation via toe ring.
Gotta be quick though, because you're in combat.
Gotta be quick.
You can use a
Guys.
free action to talk about it, but it does
Okay.
cost. It only costs an action to teleport if you want, but you do have to be touching.
Are we running or are we fighting?
I'd rather be at full strength to fight with full armor. Personally. But if we want to fight, we can fight.
Oh yeah, we can. We have another mission, you know, ultimately. So
True. We can always come back.
true. We've been here once. Side quest, XP side quest.
So
Let's
we're
leave.
staying in the same spot and letting Anya come to us? Or else go to her?
Maybe you can meet her in the middle. Be like, everyone, link hands. Don't let go of each other.
Buddy.
We're not accidentally leaving someone because they didn't want to hold hands.
Anya is only
Oh,
able to.
where's-
She's only able to get that far because she had to use attacks to slice through. So that is going to be your
Misty
turn.
step to get even closer.
You want to? Or do you have?
Section.
How many Misty Steps can you do per rest?
I have it as a spell. I have it as a spell.
Yeah. So is it a first level?
Second level.
Okay. So you're marking those off then, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I should have reminded you. You were supposed to be at -2 for all your attacks, but you didn't even come close to missing. So, either way, you Misty Step 2, 4, 6 closer, and you're there now. So that's your action, bonus action, and movement. Valdrick, you're up with a 19. Diamor's on deck, so you get a double little movement here.
What's the space between me and Anya?
You're actually the closest person. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You're exactly 60 feet without moving.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll move 30 feet forward and then
Oh my god, we can like link up. Just be a big chain.
yeah, I'm trying to. It's not really anything I can do to like move Anya closer to me, so I can. Can I cast the dome around her? The tiny hut.
I think the tiny hut's a ritual spell, I believe.
Is it?
I believe so. Which means it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Okay.
It's kind of a non-combat spell to prevent such a thing. Now, Calliope's little wall of... Was it a wall of force? Some sort of silly wall you put up. That would be
Well,
more ideal.
wall of force.
Yeah, something silly
Nothing
like
can
that.
penetrate it but disintegrate.
Yep.
I mean, I could cast like mass invisibility to maybe give him disadvantage on any attack he's gonna make against us before we can escape.
How far does that go? Or is it
Visibility.
people?
I think
Or
it's
is it-
people based, but it's definitely got a range on it. Hang on. Yep. Unfortunately, I've got a touch for that. That sucks. Okay. I'll cast Dispel Good and Evil then on a point above Anya.
Okay. Dispel good and evil.
Or Evil and Good, I guess.
Evil.
I guess it's around myself. So I couldn't even cast that on her, could I?
No, yeah, it does say range and target is self. I'm seeing now.
Did you try
Heck.
to banish the big thing or is banish a touch?
I mean, I can try to banish him, but I get the impression that, I mean, what's his size?
He's huge. So he actually is the exact size of that dot that I have there, 3 by 3. I think it's medium.
Is it if it's dimly lit? I can Cave Chris can try to just be in the middle of you and Anya, and then we can like line up and join hands
Yeah.
in there. I don't know if it's
One
dimly lit
creature
there
that you
though,
can
so
see
that will
within
kind of
range.
depend.
The only dimly lit like shadows that would be
It's
created
hell,
are from
there's-
the. Well, it's the abyss. It is. It is dark, but it's a different. It's like a necrotic kind of dark. I guess the light emitting from the red skies would be shadowed by some of the necrotic clouds, so there might be patches of dimly lit spots if you ask further whenever it's your turn.
Can I cast banishment on the Balrog?
I believe so if you have the range, if you have the coin. Let's see. 60 feet. You move 30. Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm so sorry. You're 5 feet short. 5 feet. I kid you not. 5 feet short.
Okay. Well, then I am, I guess, just...
You can hold action if you would like. You could,
sure.
you could hold banishment to be like, you know, when it's in range, then it instantly kicks in if you would like.
Sure, I would love to ready that.
Okay. Alright, so Baldric's gonna hold action banishment. Up next, Diamor. What's Diamor got?
Sorry, I'm trying to see what his movement is gonna look like here.
Yeah, I can assist too because he's got a lot of silly stuff.
Heart of the Storm, Smudge of Light.
He can
Jesus Christ.
he can fly 10 feet after he casts a spell as a bonus action.
Careful spell AoE. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna have him move 30 feet
Okay.
and then cast Aura of Protection.
Okay.
I'll give everybody +5 to our saving throws.
Okay. He's got that
Um,
aura.
Yeah, he doesn't have like Misty Step or anything, does he?
No, but he can.
But since he casts that, he can fly 10 feet.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, then fly, put him 30 closer to us, and then push him closer towards Anya.
All right. I moved.
Take the extra 10 feet.
Okay. I moved 30 from there, and then the extra 10 there as he kind of crackles. Little aura of lightning around him crackles an extra 10 feet, and cast this aura. His eyes go gold and then silver as you all feel this bit of protection around you. And what was it called? Aura of protection.
Protection/courage. It's allies within 10 feet, so it's really just right now, like him, until we all step closer together.
Yes, true. Okay, so yeah, he's got the bubble of 10 feet around him. All right. So that's him. Baylor is going to take its turn. Baylor, I hardly know her. He's going to try to... actually, let's see. What's the range on his whip? Okay. He's not within range, so he's going to take one step closer to Anya, which triggers the banishment. So... Lucky you, he's out of range of his whip, so he had to get closer, and now he's gonna have to roll a silly thing for banishment, which is your charisma, which is a DC 19. Valdric?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my spell save. Yeah.
Okay.
And if I'm casting it with the DOS loot... Hold on. Give me a second.
No way. Either way, so he has magic resistance, so he gets advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. However, the best he rolled was an 18. So he fails and is banished to a harmless demiplane up to a minute. So you can concentrate
Time to
for
breathe.
a minute. Yeah. So this Baylor comes towards you, goes to whip at you. Anya is going to try to wrap it around your foot and draw you back. But as he just poofs from existence.
I imagine there's bubbles that were the remnants
Like
of
Glinda.
that.
Little
Yeah.
flaming bubbles, and the echoes of its scream kind of go around you. You guys have 1 minute.
Everybody link hands.
We're rushing together.
Hold hands
Pinky's
everybody,
out.
right
Pinky's
now.
out.
No one. Anya, you weren't here for
Like
the last
monkeys in a
one.
barrel.
Pinky
Pinky's
out.
together.
Holding hands.
Okay.
Just do it.
Only takes about 6 seconds for you guys to get around. You all pinky up and cast the Plane of Shift spell from the Amulet of the Planes. I think Plane of Shift is Plane of
Amulet of the Plains.
Amulet of the Planes. Plane Shift is the spell that it costs. My gosh. I think it's up to 8 creatures, right? Or is it 10?
8.
Okay. Either way, there's 6 of you, so it's totally
Imagine
fine.
we get to this moment and we have one too many people.
And you're like, ooh, you gotta
Oops.
leave.
These boys have to stay behind.
Yeah.
They know what this place is like. It's fine.
That is a 15 on the dot. So
15 on the dot for
We
your
good.
intelligence saving throw. Got it. Good to
we're heading towards.
Didn't even consider we could have failed.
know.
No, I had Bardic from last episode for this.
Good.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to Winds Peak to start heading for the ring. That's where I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
General
Heading for
vicinity.
Winds Peak. Before I forget, Valdra, give yourself a D10 inspiration because you banished a Baylor, which I think is so funny because its challenge rating is a freaking 19, and just like that, it's gone, and I'm ticked.
That was
Uh,
scary.
So sorry.
That was so scary. I was gonna cast Crown of Stars on Anya, but then I realized that it is another self spell. I really gotta pay closer attention to that.
So selfish.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No more Bardic.
Just like that. Okay, so you guys link arms, link pinkies, I should say. All look around, and Calliope grabs the amulet with her thumb, and it starts to glow. And she starts speaking some sort of incantation, and you hear the words "material plane," Erdania from her voice, as one of the symbols on the Amulet of Planes lights up, and then the center hole in the middle of the amulet turns into this portal of swirling blacks and purples, and you all get sucked into the Amulet of the Planes, thus teleporting yourselves to, you said Winds Peak?
Yes, that's where the air ring is.
Zephyros, yes. Where at in Winds Peak exactly? Actually, I'll put you somewhere. So you
Should've been
all,
specific, but I didn't have that pulled up.
you all hear the drowning out of the screams and the moaning and the whip cracking, all just a far distant memory at this point. As you guys move through time and space again, and you land in a light layer of snow back at Solara's hometown. It is dusk. The snow has stopped falling, but there is a light layer on the ground around you, and the streets are empty, and Solara, you are home. I would say you're
Back again.
right at the edge of town, and let me switch gears here because Amulet of the Plains throws me through a loop every time because I have no idea where you guys are going to go. But you are at the base of the Switchback Market Square. Solara, you remember this as being one of the main trading grounds. I don't think I explained it last time you were here, but there is a mountain range, like kind of right on the edge of Winds Peak. In fact, you guys, your village is kind of along a mountain range, along one of the mountains there. And on one of the particular switchback paths is these shops and carts kind of dug into the side of this mountain, and you guys call it your switchback market square, where you guys trade and do business. All closed up for the day, and you're kind of overlooking town. The only thing higher than this is the cave that you spent the night in with Cabris, as he watched over you for
Yeah, baby.
so many years that you noticed.
Yeah, he did.
You see your classic tavern of the village, the Frozen Tankard, which you never really spent time at. You kind of just were tucked away in the Temple of Kalimvor until you left and found your adventuring friends. You do see the temple in the distance, some smoke coming from a chimney. There is a mountain, spring, and well kind of in the center of the village. Off to the other distance, there's some hanging bridges that kind of teeter back and forth in between some two mountain peaks. You see the graveyard at the very base, kind of next to the Temple of Kalimvor, but the graveyard that you guys spent some time in. There's some pens with goats and a smokehouse, and then, of course, the living quarters of the people that live here. The biggest house and most fanciest being Darrow Manor.
Abandoned, basically, now.
It appears to have 2 lit sconces at the door, and another smokestack coming from the chimney top.
Oh, she's gonna pretend she didn't see that.
Okay.
Well, I'd ask if you guys want to get a drink, but considering the last time Baldric tried alcohol,
Yeah,
might not be the best.
yeah. First things first, are you okay?
Who?
Don't necessarily want to do that again. I really hope I was able to get all my stuff before it started collapsing. But yeah, I think I'm alright. I'd really like to sleep, not chained up naked in a cauldron.
Naked? God. Yeah, well,
Well, we have the perfect place here in Winds Peak for us to sleep for the night. I guess we can start walking towards the church.
The
As we
temple.
catch
Okay. You've got kind of the main part of town right in front of you. To the right is those hanging bridges between the peaks, and then to the left is the Temple of Kalimvor with the graveyard down a little bit down the hill. So as night is falling, light breeze kind of picks up, being that this is on kind of the higher part of the mountain. You guys start trekking through the snow. People are kind of in for the night. You see homes lit with their different fireplaces, yeah, you start walking towards the Temple of Kalimvor. It's a bit of a walk, probably, I don't know, about a mile. So if there's anything you guys need to do or talk about on the way there.
I would regale Anya with everything that she missed.
I had to bury my friend. And now when I drink alcohol, it's killing people. Oh, it's not just me either, it's everyone that I've turned. And I get it, man. When a disciple says, I don't know about this, it can make you have some big feelings, but this feels a little extreme. A lot extreme.
Like I told you, he was a manipulative prick.
Yeah, you know,
Did
you did help catalyst me into really questioning that faith. But now that we're here, now alcohol is going to kill me, and that's a very sad turn of events. So I might have to kill him. Probably.
Another day.
Add it to the list.
Oh, it's on the list.
Okay.
It's pretty high up on the list. I assume you killed whoever was torturing.
About my torturing?
Yeah, I'm assuming you killed whoever was torturing you. I don't also have to add them to the list.
Yeah, she's dead. What was weird was she was the only one around, so I didn't see Debris at all. But
That
yeah,
is
she was
super fucking
ugly.
weird.
Like, probably needed to wash her hair, red eyes.
Disgusting. That whole place smelled like ass, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, the decor was a little too on the nose for me.
A little much.
But luckily for me, they didn't realize that I had left without my son, so they kept it on the same.
They did not realize.
When you're caught slacking. When you're caught slacking, you get dead.
They, being the dungeon master, did not realize.
So, made pretty quick work.
But you know what? You're a special girl, Charlotte. And you have a beautiful
You're just
brain.
so special.
You have a beautiful brain.
I mean, did we expect that to go any other way? I break out, I kill a bunch of things, and then
Yep.
we get on
It-
out of there.
You want to talk about on the nose? That felt exactly like how all of us knew that was gonna go.
Mhm.
Why on earth would you put Anya in the prison? And then why would you only leave one guard? Truly. Except the Balrog.
Theomore and Caber stayed behind, right? Or they're with us?
Yeah, they're with us.
They're with you. They're kind of hanging
They-
back and letting you guys have your moment.
They don't get to run around on their own anymore because they do fuck
You're
all.
on a leash. You missed it. There was a lot of slapping, punching happening.
It's so funny. I imagine they're just awkwardly walking like slowly behind us, like.
They are.
That's what I imagine's happening as we trash talk them as we move forward.
I would never say it behind my back. I will always say it to their face.
I mean, we did say it to their
Still waiting
face.
for your thanks for doing your job for you, getting kidnapped and finding where your dad was.
And tortured. Naked.
Yeah.
You're saying this to one of the boys?
Both of them. Collective.
Okay. Sorry, I missed it. I was looking up something. Say it again? Come
I
again?
said I'm still waiting for your thanks for finding your dad and doing what you two are supposed to be doing. Meanwhile, getting tortured and having to kill a bunch of frog, ugly things that wasted half my crap and touched it all.
Quasits. Yes. This is Caber speaking. Well, our time spent traveling might seem like a waste of time to you, but we were able to narrow down where our father is holed up. It's just a matter of getting there.
Does he just use each layer for like a different, like one's his summer home, one's where he tortures people, one's where all his pets live, like does he just...
He's a general.
That's a lot of layers.
He's a general in the Blood War. He's not a god. He does not own the layers of the abyss. He slinks and slimes his way in between. He used to only spend time on one. When we grew up, that's all we spent. Then everything happened with the anomaly, and we were gone by that point and no longer tainted by his evil ways. And then everything with the corrupted elementals, and now with Queen Vlaakith allying himself with the Githyanki. I don't know who he is anymore. But I am sorry that he took you. I'm sorry that he almost killed you. This is our fault.
Apology accepted. I'm still very much alive and not almost dead. And, yes.
Well, as I told your friends, you have our word that we will go with you to the depths of the abyss until we have our father's head. He is no longer a father to us. We want him dead just as much as you do. This is our home now. Waydora is our home, and he is a threat to our home. We might be demons, but we care for people now. And he kind of shoots Solara an awkward look. Before clearing his throat and looking down at the snow.
Solara just not at all given that.
Solara's on a mission to get to the church.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna deflect from that to save Solara. So have you ever been to that lair before? Do you know what that was?
Let me figure this out. I've heard of the lair. I've never been there. It was used only for torturing. There's not much else to it. And once the means of torture are gone, then the lair goes with it. The entire place is just a decaying rot rock. And now there's one less layer in the abyss.
We like blew that whole place up.
You can destroy a layer in the abyss?
Once it's no longer used for what it was used for, that's it. You did kill the interrogator, did you not?
Blade through the mouth, actually, through the head.
So you killed her.
Nice.
Yeah.
The plane of torturing exists no longer. Mind you, that is only the 113th layer. There are hundreds of layers, and I would assume we've been able to narrow my father's lair down to one of the deeper ones. That was very surface level of the abyss. Delving deep runs you mad.
They did feel very safe in that level. You're right.
So, point of order, you guys should get XP for all of this. Though you did not defeat the Baylor, you did some silly things. So first,
We were silly goofy.
Anya,
What we do best.
each closet for you was worth 200 points because they were just challenge rating ones. You sliced and diced through them, and so 200 times 8 is 1,600. So keep that number in your head. You got 1,600 just from the closets. You guys avoided the Baylor. The Baylor itself was, I think 11,000 XP. So you're not going to get the full amount, but you will get XP for the rescue mission. So we'll say 2,000 XP each, and for successfully getting to Anya, protecting her, getting the Baylor out of there, teleporting it away. It was a joint effort, so you'll all receive 500 in addition. So 2,500 each for you. Anya, you'll get 2,500 plus 1,600, which will be a grand total of 4,100 XP for Anya. 2,500 for the rest. Anya's grooving and bebopping. All right, you guys are making your way to the temple. We'll say
Way downtown.
you finally make it downtown as night falls. And you get to the front doors. They recently had some renovations to fix the destruction that happened from the Death Tyrant and the zombies and all the undead that attacked the Temple of Kalimvor all that time back. Probably about a year ago, according to Wench time, maybe 9 months to a year ago. There was a Death Tyrant that was beaming beams out of its eyeball, and so one of the beams shot through the door. And so there's like one door that's like freshly made, newly put in, and then the other door is still its old self. And you get to the front doors, and there's two like things that you can use to knock, or it's a temple, so they're typically, Solara knows that this temple is typically unlocked. Just walk right in. So you guys go ahead and walk in, and you see a service going on. As you open up the door, the winds from the outside elements kind of whipping back and forth, your conversations kind of carrying in, and you realize that you're walking into a service, and you're like, oh my gosh. And there's like the main front foyer, which you guys are in, and then in the next room is the sanctuary. There's not too many people. I mean, it's a village, and not everyone worships Kalimvor, so you see maybe a handful of people, 8 to 10 people. And it looks like Father Zathir is wrapping things up as he stands at the front. I believe he's got like long blue robes, and it looks like he's saying some sort of prayer to Kalimvor, and as he wraps up, he says, "May Kalimvor guide us all. Now go. Kalimvor guide you. And for those who have interest in becoming Doom Guides, please stay after. Of course, your invitation is always extended. But until next time, Kalimvor will guide your steps." And then everyone kind of grumbles, amen, amen, amen. And then some of the priestesses are coming out and kind of just cleaning up, and everyone stands up and ends the service, and they're all just kind of talking to each other. You guys are just standing there in the foyer. What you doing? 2 demons and a blink cat.
We all walk into a church of Kalimvor.
We don't judge here. We don't judge here.
Miss Margaret's very important.
Guess I'll go say hi to Father Xavier. Like, funny running into you here. We just literally came back from hell. Hi, how are you?
Breaking character. Solara, it's good to see you. I wasn't expecting your return so soon. I was just wrapping up the service here.
We weren't fully expecting it either, but, there's a lot going on in these worlds right now, and
Yes.
we have some business to take care of near here. So we thought, what better time than now?
Very good.
And Anya could use a good night's rest as well.
Well, come in, please. Make yourself at home. Cabris, it's good to see you again. And you notice when he says Cabris, you all kind of flinch, expecting the pain, and there is none.
Is it because we're in a church?
I'm not sure why.
Is it not a naughty word anymore?
I'm just gonna Kalimvor. I just do a little thank you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna question it. And then this other one is Diamor. This one is, we could call him Valdrix, but he's Cave's brother.
And as you say, we call him, or he's Valdrix. He goes to awkwardly shake his hand and accidentally stubs his toe in one of the pews. The whole pew moves, and there's a scorch mark in the bottom of the pew.
All right.
Sorry,
Okay. You sit down. Just sit down.
I'm sorry. I don't spend much time in a church. I feel out of place. And Father Zathier, not at all. In fact, I was just about to go through and with my sensor, if you want to walk and talk. And he pulls out his little sensor and lights it up and begins walking around with the smoke. I don't know, I've never been in a Catholic mass, so I don't really know.
Is that how
I feel
Valdrix
so
walks
iffy
behind
about
him?
that. I feel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Valdric kind of walks behind him, vaguely humming the Camel War hymnals that she learned.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Valdric.
Omnivati Zubode.
Yes.
Amistaso Requiem.
It's really beautiful.
Yes, please. You all must be exhausted from your travels. You look worse for wear. Are you looking for a place to stay for the night?
If you have the space, at least for Anya, she really needs a good rest. She's been to hell and back, but worse
Also
than
with
the
holy
rest of
water.
us. Yes. Oh, and she needs. I know what she needs. She
I
needs
would
some new
already be
holy
in the
water.
back. I'm assuming it's like the Catholic Church, and it just has like basin when you walk in. I would have already filled it up and probably found another bottle just for good measure, and I'm just like scooping up holy water.
Mumbling about the abyss.
Okay.
Want to find someplace to put my armor back on and get out of this armor, because this armor is weak
Yes.
and I hate it.
And very marked up and beaten.
This armor is weak.
And if I can't find like a private room, I'm just gonna start like changing. I don't even care.
Yeah, she is.
I need to get out of this.
Okay.
It's
You know, I'd like to point out we missed the opportunity for titty tassels. You could have had titty tassels in the abyss. I'm just saying.
I don't think
Perfect
I would have
opportunity.
let her keep the city tassels on.
I'm saying if she was naked when we got there, I would have had titty tassels to give her to cover her titties.
Well, true.
Yet
So
another
helpful.
time where the titty tassies would have been helpful.
City tassies?
Yes, there's, of course, a changing room in the back here. Come with me back to the foyer, and we can arrange
I will
that.
change literally in the middle of your garden, everybody.
Please, that would not be necessary. You can find one of our confessional booths, I suppose. We'll do just nicely. Yes. Well, Solara, do you like what I've done with the place? I mean, it's been
Yes,
remodeling was in due time before the attack, but
It's feeling a lot less archaic. I really like it. I think Kellenvor would love it as well. I'm sure he sees it every day, and he's definitely blessing this space. Definitely, I feel him here.
yes, the altar
Feel
was
Kellenvor in this church.
I feel him.
in this
Yeah,
Chili's
it's
tonight.
very like yeah.
The
this is what-
altar was the first to be reconstructed, and it took time and a bit of coin, but due to some very generous donations around Wind's Peak, we were able to get the accommodations done. Some donations I actually accepted from your mother, your family. I hope that's not.
Whatever. That's their
uncouth.
money to give. You know. Can't really,
Turn the battle map off.
Who
Sorry.
who are we to turn down good money?
Are they still alive?
Yes.
I thought they were all dead.
They are still alive. Yes. In fact,
There's a couple of them left,
they.
sadly.
God.
Yes. Well, of course, after the funeral for your father, not many people
Big orgies.
showed up for that, but of course, you know your older sister, as you know, Elena, passed away as well, but still, your mother raises your siblings, Ekron and Ariella. But I do have some grave news to share with you, Solara. Maybe it's not grave to you, but Ekron has become very ill recently. Doctors, healers, clerics, mystics have gone in and out of that house time after time, but no one seems to be able to provide healing. They've even brought Ekron before me in the state that he is in. I've tried everything. He's not shaking whatever this illness is. I feel that there's not much time left for him.
What are his symptoms?
Just aloofness. It started as being confused as to where he was, and then the night sweats came. There was one morning he woke up with blood stains down his face from his eyes, and now recently his right hand has been crippled. He's no longer able to use it. Is now bedridden.
Well, I'm not sure if you were unable to help him, I don't think I would be able to. Your knowledge is way more vast than mine is.
Well, I appreciate your faith in my faith towards Kalimvor and our practice, but I'm afraid you're right. There might not be anything to be done for the boy. He seems to be plagued by something that I've never seen in my life.
Well, we'll have to see about that then. Solar will sneak away in the middle of the night later and maybe go to their house. She's deciding on that.
Okay.
But she's not going to tell anyone if she does it. She's not telling anyone.
No one knows.
She's going by herself. Yeah. She's trying to be nonchalant. She's like, anyways, I don't care.
Meanwhile, Valdrick's messing with the sound booth. Just kidding.
The angels, they sing in the church of Kalimvor.
Anya is changing her armor. It takes about 20 minutes to do so. You find a place, and you didn't have any set of clothing or underwear underneath the armor. You just take the leathers off, and it's just, there you are. So you rummage through your bag of holding, Anya, and you do find a set of clothes that you replace with, and all the like, and you do don your armor. You make sure all the armor pieces are set there. Just like when I'm cleaning up my goalie gear, I make sure that I got everything in the bag before I go to my game. Anya is doing every bit of shoulder pads, the gauntlets, everything, and it's all accounted for. You maybe take that time to sift through the rest of your bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna wipe things down.
Okay.
Because I'm not a neat freak or like a germaphobe, but I'm really annoyed that my stuff was touched by something else. Really bothers me, so I'm gonna wipe it all down.
Okay. Yeah, there was definitely the black acidic ichor that was from this tower in the abyss that kind of found its way onto some of your items, especially after the closets were messing with it. As you're kind of going through and cleaning, you notice that your bronze jewel is not accounted for.
He thiefed you.
Wait, no.
She left it on the bed.
In my vision. That maybe wasn't a vision. Okay.
You did, in your vision, use it to activate one of the
I did.
beds.
I did.
So, yeah, I mean, make just a general intelligence roll.
Okay. I rolled an 18 plus 3 is 21.
Okay. Yeah, you've just the general vibe of the vision, your wounds and your clothing, everything was completely different than when it was when you woke up in the room. So whether it was a dream, or just like a really realistic vision, of Bahamut reaching out to you in your unconscious state, either way, you realize that the two are separate. What happened in the vision did not affect material world stuff. Just the knowledge that you may have gained is about all you grabbed from the vision. So, you placing the jewel and you placing the sunblade, none of that, because you still had the sunblade on you, none of that was left behind in your vision. So it's misplaced somewhere else.
Misplaced into the hands of the villain.
Isn't that plane about to be destroyed? So won't we now need to go back? Because okay, I'm gonna.
Unless Debris took it from your body, we don't know how long you were actually unconscious for
Yeah,
with
that's
him.
my question. He stole you.
And he's already killed one dragon, and the stone wasn't there?
Okay. Well, I'll finish cleaning all my stuff, and I'll come out, and I'll explain that to the group.
Okay. So Diamor is kind of sitting in one of the back pews, just kind of looking around, keeping to himself. Cabris is slowly pacing around the outskirts of the room, kind of sticking to the shadows with his hands behind his back, slowly just kind of pacing in, taking in the scenery in between the tall stone pillars. What are the rest of the wenches doing? So Solara was speaking with Father Zathier, Anya was cleaning her gear. Valdric, Calliope, anything you guys wanted to check out or do?
Valdric inside of a church is gonna sit and meditate some more on what kind of God would speak to her, and what horrors has she wreaked upon the world by being forced to follow the Saz Father.
The goddess. That's what she
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of not in a I'm opening the doorway to anything kind of way, but tentatively reach out a hand of I don't know, just like a child looking for faith in something that isn't looking to tear me down.
Okay. Valdric picks a pew, probably separate from Diamor, a decent distance, and
I'd sit down right next to Diamor.
Oh, you want to sit
I'm
right
sitting
next
right
to him?
next to him, but I'm not saying a thing to him.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that changes
Inches
it.
apart, no words.
Gotcha. kind of sit there. You close your eyes as the distant conversation between Solara and Zathir fade into the foyer. You reach out your hand and make another religion check at this point, because you're trying to reach out religiously, I guess you could say.
Ooh, 19 on the die.
Mm.
Or did I use one of them? 19 on the die. Hang on. Wait, hang on. Uh, 19 plus 24.
24. Understood. You kind of reach out, and your hand's out extended in front of you for a minute. You don't really care what Diamor thinks. And after about a minute or two, you hear Diamor's voice as he continues to look straight ahead, and he says, you know, Valdrick, are you a believer in multiple gods, or are you a monotheistic sort of person?
You know, man, I used to only believe in one. Well, you know, what a fickle thing that is, because obviously there's many gods. Solara worships Kelimvor. I was worshipping the Saz Father. So I don't know. I think faith and belief maybe are two different things. Maybe belief and worship are two different things. I was only worshipping one god. What a very one-track mind.
As was I, and I can't say that I had any intention. I forgot he had a little bit of British in his voice, so just don't mind the voice change. Any intention of sticking with the Saz Father. I was drawn in by the allure of alcohol and booze and the like, and as I delved deeper, realized that not really a path I find myself following.
Yeah.
I should tell you, before my time at Phantasmo and after my time with the Blood War, there was a stint of a few weeks, a couple of weeks maybe, before I made my way to Waydora and stumbled upon Count Pimble. This time was spent in Wildmount. They worshipped a god there that was a little bit more down my alley, I guess you could say. They call him Cord, the Storm Lord, and I realize that does slide off the tongue quite easily. They worship him, the denizens of Vasselheim, and some of the sailors on the Menagerie Coast and the Wildmount all worship him. And recently I've been thinking about his existence, presence, I don't know, I'm sort of new to this religious thing, but a god whose worship is banned in entire empires, the Dwendalia Empire to be exact, is a god I think I can get behind. Maybe we could worship him together.
Valdrick approves in the corner. +2 approval point.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell me more about Called the Stormlord. You had me sold at the rhyme, to be honest, but also I'm really into the, the... It's been really good to me.
To be fair, after everything that's happened with the Sar's father and how it's fallen apart and all sorts of other things, I am starting to believe more in a polytheistic sort of point of view, and I don't think it's right to be, maybe even sacrilegious to be talking about this god in a temple of another god.
You're so true.
If you
You're
catch
so
my
true.
drift. And if
You're so
Kalimvor
right.
exists, which I'm sure he does, I would rather not dishonor him.
You're so true. No, you're 100% right. I'm also gonna go try to hug Anya. This was good, though. I do want to continue this conversation. This was good.
I'm glad that we were able to reunite with your friend. I know that she means a great deal to you all, and go hug your friend.
Thank
I will
you.
step outside. I feel kind of sick.
Okay, that's fair.
So he stands up, walks quietly out the doors. Anya, you are finishing the last buckle on your armor as Valdrick finds you.
Is she fully clothed?
Fully clothed, finally.
I'm gonna hug you. It was really scary when you were gone. I just have to. Just this once. Just this once. I had to bury my friend.
I'm gonna hug Anya with. I'm just.
I had to.
You pick her up inches off the ground because
In my
6'6".
arms.
I was very scary. Alright,
I give Anya bardic inspiration. I'm gonna put her down.
I'm gonna put her down, pat her on the head. Anya, how tall are you? Please say 5'4".
Nope.
Dang.
Not a chance. How tall am I?
You know I love a 5'4" girl.
She's a little green.
5'4".
I'm 5'11".
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're not that much shorter, but Valdrick still does have a good 7 inches on you.
Valdrick still picks you
Bunch of
up.
giants.
Yeah.
Valdrick is still just picking people up.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you're back. This is good. This is good. You should sleep. You're kind of stinky. You smell like the grossest.
You go get tortured. And these guys tell me how you smell.
Oh, you're so right. It's so right. We go get you out.
Yeah, they would have gotten all the info out of Valdrick.
I'll tell you everything.
Would
But
have had her
first,
sing
tell me
like
how
a
I
snake.
look.
She's like
Or
just
Valdrick
shimming
would
her
have
naked
annoyed
boobs.
them to death.
I also have weapon bound, but it's just my titty tassels. You can't remove those. They stay on forever.
Gosh.
All right. Anything else before the night comes to a conclusion? All right. Father Zathier goes and fetches some of the remaining acolytes that are still there. You see the acolytes come out, the acolytes of Kalimvor, and Solara, you're just immediately filled with a rush of nostalgia as you once wore those robes, those kind of blue and white robes with your little candle snuffer going around, snuffing out the torch sconces, the candles of around the church, just doing mundane tasks like, cleaning pews and situating everything. You're kind of just like watching them all, like, oh, like it's like coming back to the halls of your high school after you've graduated and just like looking down upon all the peasants just working.
I've come so far.
Yeah. And yeah, some of them 14, 15 years old, walking around, and you see Zaethier kind of gathering some of them, and they start bringing out some cots and bedrolls, kind of situating a corner in one of the back rooms for you guys to bed for the night. And they kind of light some candles in the room, and Zaethier says, "All right, out, all of you, and have a good night, and kind of ushers these 5 or 6 acolytes out the door. Then finally turns to you all as Diamor's awkwardly trying to walk back in as he's running into some of these teenage girls, and he's just this massive, bulging demon who's kind of made his look less menacing, but kind of walks back in, and Zaethier says, "If there's nothing else I can get for you all, I would like to retire for the night. I will leave the temple in your care, as I trust here, young Solara. Just please snuff out the candles as you leave. Will I be seeing you all in the morning, or do you have... What are your plans, I should say?"
Family breakfast.
We'll see you in the morning. We'll say goodbye, proper goodbye in the morning.
Right. I have my own living situation now. I don't stay at the temple 24/7. But if you need me...
Has it changed?
If you need me, send a message or whatever magic you all do. And
Oh yes. We love sending messages. Yes.
I love a good message.
I'm not surprised.
XOXO Solara.
True.
If there's another floating skull shooting beams out of its eyeballs, please make your first action to message me so that I may assist.
Of course. Hopefully it doesn't come to
I'm
that.
assuming that will never happen again. I don't want to have to ban
No.
people from my church.
Someone knock on wood.
We would never.
Roll initiative for the Death Tyrant, just kidding.
As the Death Tyrant emerges from
Appears
the
from
earth.
Yes, I'll leave you all in peace. Good night. And he closes the doors. And the 6 of you are left alone in the temple.
Who wants to sleep in the pew with me? Come on. Come on.
Rooms here, Solara?
You know what you see is what you get. So
There is one
Yeah.
side room not in the sanctuary that he prepared for you. It's got like communion stuff and yeah, like just kind of storage. It does fit the 6 of you. It's kind of cramped, but it does fit you all. And you're all gonna sleep on some stone floor in your bedrooms.
Sleep over. Sleep over.
I think there's our bathroom.
Yeah. I could shower.
All right. I would say it's a good spot to end, unless Solara, you had something else.
No, I will probably in the middle of the night. She's gonna just tiptoe out, and not middle of the night, but just after everyone falls asleep, she's gonna go try and just go see like what's up, like at her family's house, like just being like, I don't know. She might make Cabe go with her because it's the middle of the night and it's kind of scary outside, but not like
You and Cabe on a moonlight stroll.
well, no. It'll be like she's like, come with me, but it's like silent. She's like no talking, and then she makes him go outside.
Moonlight stroll.
No, you guys
Amazing.
are asleep. You guys are asleep when she leaves. Yeah.
And if she knew about it,
Oh,
it would be a midnight stroll.
Sleep.
Okay, you want to play out that scene before we end for the
Yeah,
night?
we can do that real quick. Yeah.
Fair enough. Amazing. Just real quick, just sneak that in there. All right. So you all find slumber for the night. Is anyone taking watches in the temple, or you guys feel safe enough to all
We're safe enough in the
bed
church.
down?
Baldrick's
We're
knocked.
sleeping.
Knocked. All right, fair enough. Yeah, you're all taking your rest for the night. And Solara, you're trying to be sneaky about this.
Mostly,
wake up?
yes.
Okay. I
Yes,
need you to go
yeah.
ahead and you kind of wait for everyone to sleep, and you make your move. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Okay. Something.
I will say, due to Anya's 2 levels of exhaustion, she is in a deep, deep sleep, and there's no chance of you waking her with your sneak. So.
Okay, it's a 16.
A 16. Valdrick and Calliope, what's your passive perceptions?
18.
No shot. Your passive perception is an 18.
My passive perception is technically a 23.
Okay. Well,
13.
okay.
I
will.
just found that out the other day. But
Okay. That's a lot, but you do autofail this, Anya, because of your
That's a
exhaustion.
lot.
It's a lot. Okay, Dean Moore's is a 14. Cabris is 11. So, you kind of wake up and start moving about. Slowly
Moving about music.
peel down the comforter, kind of roll out. You never really got ready for bed because you knew you were going to sneak out, so you kept your boots on and everything. You kind of just made yourself prepared.
Get you all going to bed in jeans,
Yeah.
and a cloak.
Do you keep your shield with you? Do you take your shield with you?
I'll probably leave it. It's kind of heavy to carry in the middle of the night.
Okay. You leave your shield. As you walk by Valdrick's cot, you accidentally bump with your foot as you're trying to. As a tiefling, you have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're using your dark vision in the dead of night and nothing else to sneak out. Valdrick, this does kind of kick you awake. You notice that Solara's going over to Cabris's cot, and
Oh God. 'Cause she
Oh,
sees
man.
that.
If Baldrick sees that, she immediately rolls over and continues to really kind of exaggeratedly
okay, make a deception roll.
My deception's really high.
Yeah, she's gonna deceive me.
Okay, I rolled
For
really
that
low. Yeah, it's an 18 still because I have a 13 for deception, but I rolled a 5.
18. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So, Solara, you can make an insight roll to see whether you believe her or not. Whether you know she's.
I don't even. I'm like,
Or if
I
you're-
just probably knowing me, I would know. I would know that that's a fake snore, but it's okay.
Okay,
I'm just gonna be like, I don't even care. I'm just like, whatever. I don't want to bring her with me. She's too loud to bring in the middle of the night.
the
in the middle of
bells.
the town.
The bells jingling are
Literally.
crazy.
She would definitely
No.
wake everyone else up trying to get up. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna let her have this moment.
Okay. All right. So she rolls back over. You kind of. I'm assuming you went over to Cabris to bring him with you.
Yeah.
And you say what?
I kick him awake.
Dang. You kick him.
Gently. Not hard, but I kick him awake and I'm just like, I will literally just say, get up. But like a whisper, but it's like get up, come, get up. We have to go.
And he seems to be kind of short breath. Sorry. What? Okay. What? He swings his legs over the cot, kind of shakes his hair, pulls back his black hair, folded behind his ears, and he kind of looks up at you. And he looks over at his brother, who's sound asleep, stands up, slowly grabs his vorpal sword, vorpal blade, tells you to lead the
Puts
way.
a toe out.
Okay. All right, he goes
go
with
out.
you. You guys exit the temple doors in the middle of the night. Back into the cold bite of the night air that is Wind's Peak. Always a breeze going on up in the mountains. As the breeze kind of picks up again, you slowly take like 20 seconds to close that big heavy door and make sure that it really doesn't click or anything. And so now that you're outside of the temple and in the kind of white noise that is this wind, Cabris says, "What are we doing, Solara?"
There's something I have to check, and well, I felt I shouldn't go alone, so you're coming with me. We'll be right back. We just need to go check something. So
I
just
understand.
no questions. Okay. Yep. See, I knew you would just watch everything, so I figured no. So let's
He
just
kind
go.
of puts his hood up and
Yes.
almost vanishes as he finds the nearest shadow. And you assume that he's tailing you, but his 100 sneak is up to 100, completely vanishes behind and starts going from shadow to shadow. You kind of see him in some of the lighter lit areas as the moonlight does cast a pretty bright light on the streets of Wind's Peak. He kind of teleports from shadow to shadow as you kind of do your thing. You stick to the sides of these buildings and you make it to the northern end of Wind's Peak, closer to the hanging bridges. But right before, on the edge of town, is Darrow Manor. Where are we at here? Darrow Manor. You see that. Is it Tudor style homes where it's got like the wood? You know what I'm talking about, Charlotte? You know what I mean? Tudor style. Sure. You see this big manor. It's kind of like almost like 3 colonial houses attached in one, but 3 chimneys, 2 stories each, and then there's like a tower in the middle that has like a one of those cones that goes up. Cobblestone street out front that's slightly covered in snow as you make your way and are at Darrow Manor. Before you get there, you see a dim glow from one of the windows, and you hear just coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. As you get closer, you hear some faint voices here and there, but just the coughing continues. It's on the 2nd story. You're right at the corner of this building now. What do you do?
I'm gonna go knock on the front door.
You're gonna knock on the front door.
Yeah, they know
Okay.
they're gonna know me as soon as they see me. I'm not gonna be sneaky. If they don't want my help, I definitely don't care.
Okay. You
But the guilt will eat her alive if not, so she has to check. So I'm knocking on the door.
you knock on the door and you hear more whispering as you wait about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute before someone answers the door. It is your mother, Juliana Darrow. She opens the door, woman in her 50s maybe, kind of grayish eyes, light brown hair that kind of falls into 2 braids to her sides, blue and red dress with golden embroidery, very noble kind of looking, out of place for this area. Yeah, very regal. And Who are you and what do you want? Do you have any idea what time of And then you see the epiphany wash over her face.
I'll just say, I heard you were more than generous with your donations to the church. Anyways, I'm really only here for one reason. I don't want a big reunion, to be honest. But I do want to check on him and see if there's anything I can offer. He doesn't deserve a fate like this, if it can be avoided.
Ekron is fine. We are fine. We do not need your kind here.
Are you sure? You're gonna let him die? Not even try? I know that you've had everyone here. Father Xathier told me not even he was able to help. And I'm not saying I can help, but you don't want to give him one last chance? If there's hope? Regardless of how you feel about me. He's my sibling, and I don't really care that much for him, but I don't even know him, but I won't let him die to whatever is doing this to him.
You are no one's
Do you
sibling.
think...
You are a wretch.
well,
And a little devil
You're the
like
one that-
you wouldn't know anything about healing or the like. He will be fine.
Are you sure? I'm just gonna turn around. Well, I tried. I'll be like, let's go, Kate.
She goes to close the door, and Cabris's hand goes on the door and stops it from being opened. And he opens it up, and she kind of stutters back, and he says, "We're done when she says we're done." And he kind of towers over her. Do you understand me?
So we didn't have to do that. We don't have to do that. It's okay. But thank you.
Get off my doorstep this instant. And he says, why don't you make me? And she kind of swallows.
Should not have brought him.
No, this is good.
Oh, it's
This is
fine. It's good.
She says, she kind of looks, kind of swallows, backs up a little bit. You hear the footsteps of another person. You know it to be one of their like main servants. And Miss Doro, is everything all right? At this time of night is, and she kind of hushes her. Everything is fine. Go back to your quarters. You have 5 minutes, Solara. And it's the first time you've ever even heard your mother use your name as it comes across her lips, very foreign. And she kind of gives a sneer to Cabris, but moves aside.
And I would just silently walk into the room that I heard the coughing coming from.
Okay.
Not gonna thank her or anything though.
She slowly leads the way to Ekron's chambers upstairs. Very beautiful inside of this house. Everything's right and in order. There's really expensive looking vases and decorative chairs, a long dining room table that doesn't seem like it gets much use these days. And she leads you upstairs to Ekron's room. He's kind of sitting up in bed, and he just looks decrepit, really pale, sweats. The youngest sister, Ariella, is kind of holding his hand and smoothing it over in a chair next to him. Dimly lit room. As he kind of forces himself to stop coughing. And he's like a teenage boy, maybe 17 at this point. And weakly says, Laura, is that you? And begins hacking again, coughing.
I wondered if you would remember me. Doesn't sound like you're feeling too good, are you?
Of course I remember you. Pulls his hand back and you see blood. Oh.
When did all this start? Was it recent?
And he kind of seems lost, look of confusion. And Juliana from behind says, it's been ongoing for the past 2 months. We've tried everything. There's nothing that can be done. And he continues, and you see his eyes roll back as pick a different one here. He starts shaking kind of violently, and the younger sister, Ariella, Mother, what's happening? And she's kind of like maybe 11, 12 years old. And he starts shaking violently. Cabers kind of reaches for one of his swords. And he kind of brings his hands up to his eyes, shakes for another 30 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, and removes his hands. He starts having these streaks of blood now coming out of his eyes. And Cabers is like, what's happening? And you see as he starts to slowly lift off the bed. 1 foot off the bed, 2 foot off the bed now, and you start to hear bones crunch. And your mother puts her hand over her mouth and kind of shrieks, Akron! And runs over to him, tries to bring him down, and he keeps going up and up and up, and this is like 10-foot tall ceiling, so he's like raising up off the bed. You hear another crack, and his jaw then cracks. And then his neck cracks. And then he falls back to the bed, limp.
That's not gonna look good.
Yeah, I think I did that. Oh no.
And that's where we will end our session for tonight.
I hate it. Thanks. That's the worst. We're getting chased out of Winds Peak.
God, yeah.
You hate to see it.
Well.
If your mom didn't like you already.
Oh my god. My little brother is dead.
Oh no. Well, now I feel terrible.
The last living male heir of the Darrow family dead. Oh well.
You just killed the entire bloodline. Oh well. Wow.
Something really has it out for your bloodline, Solara.
Yeah,
it is
and its
actually
name is
so
Vecna.
crazy. Yes, it's Vecna!
So when they said the hand thing, I thought of Vecna.
True, I did too, yeah.
Definitely pissed him off.
Which, how did we do that?
Who's we, Kimosabi?
Yeah. Me and Bob just haven't touched that shit. Excuse you.
I have not been playing late night booty call with Vecna.
I would just like to say, I feel like I have every reason to have been talking to him because I was cursed by him through the hag. So.
And I was helping.
I really feel like we glossed over the fact that you also were like full conjuring possessed in the air for a bit there too.
Yeah.
And we just kind of saved you before you got to the point where you were.
You should have known when Chris specifically asked you if you were gonna bring your
Bring
shield.
your shield.
Listen, but I was thinking, you know, I I should have known, but
You should have started
in
singing
the
your
moment
favorite
you
song.
asked that, and I was like, you know, no.
You should have been
No,
singing
I wouldn't
Fergalicious.
bring my shield. I would have been lazy. And I brought.
And that's so true.
I brought a meat shield, so. You know.
The man.
The hand
We
on the
should-
door.
I have
Boom.
100
We're not done
points
here.
worth of shield, you know.
We should release Charlotte to bed.
All of us to bed.
All of
big
us.
day.
It is
together.
time.
Yeah.
I could see you slowly like.
Yeah. I was like, we could end here, or we could do the scene and just do it, just do the cliffhanger.
I was getting started at like 11:30.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
but
good night.
thanks for
guys.
sticking with us.
I love
Night.
it on The
Fun.
Conjuring. So
Bye.